The government of New Zealand has announced details of three new residence categories that will make it easier for employees to hire and attract migrants for specified high skilled, hard to fill occupations. Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Joy Ada. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Please do well to click on the subscribe button, consider subscribing to this channel, and also turn on the bell icon so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Yes, that's just how it works. You'll be on my VIP list. And to my old subscribers and my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for sticking with me throughout. I really appreciate your love. Okay, so if you know anything about Australia, then you should know something about New Zealand because they share borders. Okay, and I've talked a lot about Australia on my channel. You might want to go and check it out. Okay, and I hope it helps you. I'm talking about New Zealand, and I'm talking about the three new residence categories that has been announced by the New Zealand government. This update was done on the 27th of July 2022 on the immigration website. I'll try and show you guys what it entails, like a brief overview of what it is, and you guys can go and source for your information and verify your information. Okay, trust me, whatever I put up here or whatever I try to talk about on my channel, I have verified the information before I come on here to say anything. So let us get right into today's video. So guys, this is the immigration website I was talking about, and let me just highlight it so that when you want to go and find out your own information, you'll be sure of what you're doing. So immigration.gov.nz. So this is what I typed in and I was able to get this. Okay, so or you can just simply type new residence categories that have been announced by New Zealand, something like that, and you will get all the details. Yeah, so I think there's something going on about system maintenance, and that's why this alert is here. It's in red. Okay, so like I earlier said, 27th of July was when this was announced, and yeah, three new residence categories, which are the straight to residence, the walk to residence, and highly paid, have been announced by the New Zealand government. Okay, the straight to residence and walk to residence relate to the respective green list occupations, which allow employers to complete a job check for accredited employer work visa without proof of advertising, as long as the minimum requirements for the role at least match the minimum requirements. And the new highly paid residence visa is for those earning twice the median wage. So this is practically, it's very self-explanatory. The straight to residence and walk to residence relate to the green list occupations, which is that the list of occupations, like, should I say shortage occupation list, something like that. So it allows employers to, those that get jobs on this shortage occupation list, the employers are allowed to, process their their work visa without having to go through the normal process of advertising for as long as the minimum requirements, for the role. And then the new highly paid, of course, that is it. So the straight residence pathway will be ready for people to apply for from 5th of September 2022. So in about 2 weeks time, it will be ready for application. And then the work to residence and highly paid pathways require people to have worked for 24 months and will be available for people to apply for from 29th September 2023. So this is just coming on time so that people can get themselves prepared and everything. So if you get a job on the green list occupation, okay, and you're highly paid, that is, you earn more than twice the median wage, that is what people would normally earn, then you can get your residence straight away. Unlike UK, where you get to work for 5 years on the work visa before you get your residence, do you understand, your permanent residence? This is sort of different because for New Zealand, if you're on either of these residence categories, the work to residence and highly paid, then you just work for 24 months, that's 2 years, and then you'll be able to apply from 29th September 2023. That is if you've worked from 2020, 2021, 2022, or 2021 to 2023 September, then you'll be qualified to apply for residence after working for 24 months. I hope I'm not saying a lot, but this is quite self-explanatory, okay? So this work in New Zealand can be counted for from 2 years from 29 September 2021. So which is what I said. So if you got employed in New Zealand and you're just wondering how long you're going to work and everything, then yeah, you don't need to worry again because this is all covered for you. So let us talk about the eligibility criteria for the new residence visas. So this is the requirement, okay, for those people who will either go through the straight to residence or work to residence category, or you're going through the highly paid skilled residence category. So this is what it entails. Okay, so the straight to residence and work to residence, you have to get a job that is on the green list occupation, if you get what I mean. So eligibility criteria for straight to residence, work to residence, and highly paid skilled residence categories. There are general application requirements for these ones, okay, and of course this is what applies to all the residence categories that they've announced, but there are specific criteria for the each of the residence permits. So I'll just go through it very quickly so you guys can see. So you must be aged 55 or younger. So if you're more than 55 years of age, you can't apply for any of these residence categories. You, and if applicable, your partner and dependent children aged 16 or over meets the English language requirement. So you have to be able to meet the English language requirement. Okay, so you and your partner and dependent children, your application meet health and character requirements for residence. So if you go through it, you will see what is required for an accredited employer. There are things that is required for them, and then the health requirements, character requirements, acceptable English results, and physical categories. So if you check that out, you'll be able to find it out. Another thing that you have to note about the straight to residence visa, okay, so to be eligible for this residence visa, you must be employed by or hold a job offer from an accredited employer. So if you get a job offer from an employer who is not accredited, okay, I mean, you can't be on this visa. So your role must be under tier 1 of the green list. So like I said, there's the green list occupation. So your role must be under the tier 1 of that green list occupation. You must meet the specified requirements on the list for your role. Your role must be full-time, at least 30 hours a week, genuine and permanent, and be at least 12-month fixed-term contract. So you can get a full-time job, but it must be at least a 12-month fixed-term contract. So if you're able to get a 12-month fixed-term contract, okay, then you can actually go for it, and probably on the job look for another job that will enable you stay more, that is for the 24 months, and then apply for the residence visa. So these are some of the things that you need, and you can, of course, like I said, you can apply for this particular one from 5th of September 2022. So for the work to residence visa, you have to be employed on or in a role under tier 2 of the green list, or hold an offer of employment for one. Okay, so the green list roles, these are the green list. Let me just highlight it. So if you click on it, you'll be able to get all the details about the green list roles and qualification requirements. And then you must have worked for 24 months. So this is for those people that have been in New Zealand, okay, and they've worked for 24 months, okay, in that role, okay, and they've met the requirements. They can now apply for it, provided that they're under the tier 2 of the green list occupation. So that is what it is. So for each of these categories, right, the employers also have their criteria. So if your employer meets the criteria, then fine and good. Okay, there are a lot of details on the immigration website, so please do go through it yourself and figure things out, because I don't want to mix anything up. So for the highly paid residence visa, yeah, your employment or an offer of employment in a role that is paid at least twice the median wage. So currently $55 New Zealand dollars an hour. So if you are earning as much as this in an hour in the on your employment, then you are qualified to apply for this residence visa. All right, guys. So very quickly, I'll just go through what the list, the green list roles are. So anesthetic technician, anesthetist, audiologist, automotive electrician, chemical engineer, clinical psychologist, dermatologist, dairy cattle farmer. So yeah, farmers are included. Early childhood, pre-primary school teacher, registered electrical. See, there are a lot of them. So if you go through it, yeah, you'll be able to get all you need. Food technology. So if you studied food science and technology, then yeah, you should be able to. It's a tier 1 role, and you're eligible for straight to residence. Okay, so you can, apply for this. Okay, so for the straight residence, remember, you can just you can apply from within your country wherever you are, or you can apply if you're already in New Zealand. And I wish you all the best. All right, so that is just what I have to share with you guys today. The application fees, of course, it's here, 4,020 New Zealand dollars and 4,890 New Zealand dollars, depending on whether you are applying from within New Zealand or another part of the world. So yeah, that is what this entails. Please do go through it, and I hope you find this really helpful. Again, I'm just going to highlight the link I used to search for this. This is it, immigration.gov.nz, or you can simply type on Google new residence categories recently announced by the New Zealand government, and you find out all your information. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Please do well to give this video a huge thumbs up. Okay, share to every single person that you know. All right, subscribe if you have not done so already, and also turn on your bell icon. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Do not give up, keep pushing. Okay, I wish you all the best until I come your way again next time, you guys. Bye.